G'day, Steve Morgan here, Fishing Monthly Magazine's going to talk about protecting one of the biggest investments that you're going to make in your boating career, and that's your outboard motor. I've got a Mercury 200 horsepower V8 here, and I've chosen to protect it with a couple of different Mercury covers. Both a cowl cover, a tight fitting, leave on all the time, made in Australia, fully breathable, marine grade cover. And I also have the travel cover, which I use to travel between locations and to protect especially this half of the outboard from stone chips, road grime, anything that you may encounter on or off the water. So one of the things I love about the Mercury covers is they are available for every single Mercury outboard from 2.5 to 400 horsepower, and they're all made in Australia. And because they're UV stabilised, you can leave them on your outboard full time. Now, the first time I put this cover on my outboard, I thought this thing is never going to fit. These things are really tight, and it's definitely a two-person operation to get it on. But once they're on, they stay on, they don't move, and they're a really good level of protection against fish hooks, against getting it scratched, and against the sunlight. This motor, I had 100 hours on it before I even put on this cover, so there's a little bit of Morgan damage underneath, but from then on, it's kept it in perfect order. And when I say Mercury outboards, I also mean Mariner outboards, because the two cowls are exactly the same. One of the cool things about these big V6 and V8 Mercuries is that they have a little hatch on the top so you can check your oil and add oil to it. And the cool thing about the cover is that it caters for that. Undo the cover and undo your latch. It's that easy. And the other cool thing about this cover is it's fitted so tight you lose none of those aesthetics that these V8s are famous for. One of the things I've noticed about the cover is after a big tournament in the salt water, or maybe out in the dust on the fresh water, you do get dirt spots, salt spots on the cover, but you can rinse them quite heavily, it'll wash the salt out and it'll be back to brand new. Now you can buy these covers in several ways. You can either buy the cowl cover by itself, the travel cover by itself, or if you're really keen about looking after your outboard, you can buy a combo of the travel and cowl cover, and together they come in a lot cheaper.